This video taken by the ISUPK is posted on the school's website and on YouTube. He says he and members of his Christian Bible school are well within their First Amendment rights. But shop owners say they've heard enough. Today in court, their lawyers argued the group is trespassing. In addition, they say the group's offensive.
Niggas want me dead. Crackers too, but these coon ass niggas, they for the feds. My stick full of lead. In case these whole niggas try me, man, I might have to make that bed. No need to even flex. Cause how I walk it, how I talk it, let you know my speech direct. You heard what I said. Another move, your life passing through your mind, now you're big. And I'm fresh like a motherfucker. Niggas hating cause they more want us. I'm just coolin' by myself, but now they all on me. Shut up, bitch, eat a dick, I don't wanna love you. Sippin' that pool, wow, got you laced up out your shoe now. Look what you finna do, wow, it's hot. Hop around these niggas till you flop. I'm busy getting mine, but all these niggas wanna duck. But it's cool, let me know I'm on the top. Steady in the courtroom, always fighting cops. Call the white man the devil, and that's off the top. So they try to stop my movement with a block, but I beat the case every damn time, so they watch. Waiting on the nigga to try to make me slip up. Walking up on me like homeboy, what's in your cup? Do you have any drugs? Well, let me see the slugs. Make it your bitch ass back, get mad, you ain't getting love. Your wife made you clip it damn nuts, yeah I know. Crazy what coon people will do for these hoes, but I ain't even pressed. I see why you going on, my nigga, you dead wrong. Bust a netball, get it on.
Black and white land, shit is crazy. Black and white land, shit is crazy.
I'm freshen up, cleaner than the motherfucker. Good juice in my cup is redder than the blood sucker. Drip on leak, yeah, drip on me. Hey, talking about, but what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you see these damn bitches, they be choosing on me. But I don't want the bitch, but that bitch drooling on me. I get the walking on the cause she wanna moving with me. But I won't have it cause she easy like spaghetti, homie. Unleash it to the G. Who is he, that nigga from SC? Get your level straight before you approach a G. Zion TC 0013. Sits on the stick, it got me cruising off the scene. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, nigga, yeah. They nigga be hating, but they can't penetrate us. Trying to shoot at us now later, but I'ma get you now. Potato on the barrel, blang, blow.
But even 30 years later, videos don't necessarily lead to convictions of officers. Advocates for reform say that needs to change.
Shaw, that's it,
Nigga Shaw, man, you know what I'm saying? Realest nigga out there, man. Nigga turned up, feel me? Nigga turned the city up, fucking with his music. We out of public right now.
Where we at, though? Where we at?
Greenville, South Carolina, man.
Where we at?
Shout out Shaw, man. Turned up, man.
Damn right.
Fuck with it, man.
Give me that. Right. Birds, you did. They go, brother.
This a Batman tune, I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit, alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. I already know what it is. 140 for the rubber.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for I let my colors fly, ball. For a nigga take me, they a drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. Stay cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did to Billy go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they say about that ribbon like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze, I'm one West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's by any little nigga, this that cult, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the build, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the bitch. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK, bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man. Shit at the rate, the power, I been a showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swerve. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's one West practical, gladiator, maximum. Creep on them slow, but that Glock fire rapido. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no cow, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog. You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on. It don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy. You on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.
Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sean, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, the bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Shout out Boom Man now.
Fair enough.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel And also, please go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
on a cool damn night, gave myself in that misty light, was hypnotized by strange delight under a lilac tree.
Spitting Hebrew, 3 and 1, combination, yeah. Well, how you want to talk like us after this? ISUPK and the collaboration, increase inspiration, rock like out, white out, shine. I made wine from my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe and taste. I finally got the recipe, passed down the ages, sitting under the family tree. Put my heart and all my soul, stretched enough to feed. No wine, no oil, and nigga, I'm a priest. First I was lost, needed more song. Now my over the truth all along is the source of wrong. Just feed the dogs, bread, bait, off the plate. I'm Jake, fishing to eat, fishing to got meat in the recipe. I made wine from my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. Seen it there for me. Lord knows it's what's left of me. Something was missing. I found myself in the kitchen. Water whipping up a piece of chicken just to feed my ambition. Or is it me trying to fill my greed? Cause when it always had to have some green. Learning what I made up every day. Wasted eating, regurgitate. I had a taste for something different, wishing I knew it is and had me on a mission. Ducking state prison, watching opposition on an expedition straight to religion. For instance, full of capers often, 50 bands stashed in my apartment. Eat the spark, but they get to talking like the tender popping in the extra cartridge. Women hawking, best promoters. When she told her, framework Golex, still void and couldn't feel that hole. Sex, money, weed, over and over. But hold up, wait, what's that aroma? Frozen, I'm gone and I'm getting warmer. Closer and closer, I came to the home of the truth. I'm smelling the salt through my gullet. Older or blue, how's I hopped out my garment? Look how my friends is falling. I've been anointed with oil, I'm putting this working. Cutting blazing, breaking down and observing. All the catering in Israel. The season all in the shoulder. But plenty wine in the oil you find. It's more finer than the gold. And I found the recipe. I made wine from my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe and taste. I finally got the recipe. Passed down the ages, sitting under the family tree. Put my heart and all my soul, stretched enough to feed. No wine, no oil, and nigga, I'm a priest. First I was lost, needed more song. Now my over the truth all along is the source of wrong. Just feed the dogs, bread, bait, off the plate. I'm Jake, fishing to eat, fishing to got meat in the recipe. I made wine from my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. Seen it there for me. Lord knows it's what's left of me. First let me tell you right, you see this can't get a slice. There's some ingredients to suffice. Should be nice even if the spice ain't precise. Like your whole life is a sacrifice. 2 or more in the name of Christ. Like the night you had to cut corners just to afford to fill all your short orders. It makes a lot of zeal as you go. One the kind that's rechargeable. It was hard to pull crumbs and bread, but you kept holding till the crust was cold. And make it cold, ain't no other wood. You can never have too much brotherhood. We was laying eggs that would go bananas. Nothing tried to be in the bandanas. Got you gon' need at least the faith of a mustard seed. When you're stirring the pot up, the pressure gon' brew. Just know you ain't bit off more than you can chew. Only one Lord, faith and baptism. Lot of knowledge and wisdom. I'll keep you cool as a cucumber. If you find yourself in a pickle, get your bread and lots of oil, wine and oil. Bring it all to a bowl. Not half-baked, cause lukewarm and get spit right back in the bowl. Cold, and after you forge it, go find a man that the Lord said. For you
where yours at. Just remember that this ain't for that. You know about the recipe. I mean, why? For my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. I mean, why? For my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. I mean, why? I mean, why? I mean, why? The recipe. I mean, why? For my heart, and it's true. That's the recipe. Put my heart in its recipe.
UPK, we out here in Baltimore, you know what I mean? We was having an amazing food and clothing drive out here, feeding the people, clothing the people, and understand, getting love for the brothers and sisters out here.
But that was my
I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me.
But that was my niggas to the big honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under commanding General Yahanna. That for my niggas to the big honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you
Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Real paper.
One West, nigga. Dear hater, you for real hater? Must not be on like you say, must not be getting no real paper. Nigga can't have more than you know them niggas will still hate you. Those are characteristics in a pussy nigga nature. Talk that shit behind my back, but be on mute when it's a facial. Smiling in my face, but you can't hide all of that hatred. I'm too silent, you a snake. I see that shit a mile away. Man of war, and I'm not sorry, blame that shit on UPK. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga. Oh, you confused, you think pussy ass nigga. This ain't drag racing, why you got that drag with you? I'm a bad kidder.
West. Lost Tribe.
Backstage.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All they niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a piece whole. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding to get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Seriously, you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play, cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo.
Yahanna don't like no soldiers. With the Spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Like a saint, black, Hispanic, native, they hate your ass the same. Hate Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell, toilet connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a child. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under Yahanna, Amy murdered Botham and got a hug from Yahanna. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí.
Lord Commander General Yahanna na ESUPK.
This is what Commander General Yahanna did. This is what he did.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. I had to dig.
That's right.
You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier.
Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for them. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
For homicide detectives, the clock starts ticking the moment they are called. Their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours.
I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. You will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my daughters safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Sitting in that room, hear the interrogator's voice. They asking why I do it, I tell them I had no choice. Couldn't take a threat or a risk to my family, so throw the book at me, I take them charges happily. Ain't no need for no polygraph, so forensics, I put that fucker in a body bag, I'll admit it. Fuck a sentence or the jury that will convict me. They don't understand, it's my family, they represent me. So for them, I risk my freedom, roll the dice. I ain't got much more for you crackers, go ahead and give me life. You don't know what it's like for the people that you love. They ain't there to get salutes, they ain't there to give you hugs. The same that done pulled me from the dirt and from the mud, it's gone because of who? Y'all rather shed your blood. My brother's kids like my other kids. If you touch them, fuck around, get another bid, plus 10. Put me in the Supermax, I get super jacked, working out every day, canteen super stack, cool with that. Long as it mean my daughter's safe, my brother's winning, that's a chance I take. Still my fate. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. I got wives that done gave they all to stand beside me. Kids that can't see me fall, look at me proudly. Respected by men with honor up on their names. You harm one of them, I promise that you'll see pain. I'm one West strain, made an oath to uphold it. Stood with my back against the wall, never folded. Grew up in the city where the love ain't brotherly. I ain't had too many friends, I ain't need the company. I'm my father's son, so I'm cool, just don't fuck with me. I say that you my homie, you're my brother, then you stuck with me. Never turn my back on mine, it's to the dirt. You cross them across that line, I end you first. But only make it worse is loyalty hard to find. Never think cause you out of sight, you out of mind. And I don't mind dying now, cause reincarnation got me coming back. Same scars in my heart aching. Be parlaying with killers from all places. Every last one of them for me a broad day shit. So what you think, I won't do it for them? Once they let me out the cell, shit, I do it again. It's for the family. I do anything to keep my brothers safe. I'm putting food on my daughter's plate. You fucking losers, y'all just can't relate. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. Find me on the first 48. I do anything to keep my people safe. You harm them, you will find me on the first 48.
going on, Akim? Yabashin Shabakathum.
Yabashin Shabakathum.
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all feeling?
To watch, sir.
Wow.
Just getting started. You're sounding like you're feeling sorry for India. You sound like you got some sadness in your spirit. You sound like you sound like you're feeling a little bit of lamentation for the curry. You're lamenting the curry and the gira and the masala. Oh, what's going on?
Don't forget that Bollywood too, you know what I mean? Every Sunday used to be a Indian movie in Trinidad. Man, that's ridiculous.
Now let them take rockets for all them Sundays. That the only thing I could turn on the TV and see was some broad behind a tree.
Yeah,
that's their whole romance. The every movie in Esau Kingdom got to have some kissing / sex scene. Their kissing sex scene is rolling down a hill of flowers.
Yeah.
They roll down a hill of flowers, and the sari end up one way, the broad dress end up one way, and that's just that.
Yeah.
Take this now, nigga. Take this now. You should have got my coffee right.
Yeah. And there goes Mahatma Gandhi, right? And he tried to tell them, you know what I mean, don't fight, just sit back, you know what I mean? Them buggers fighting.
Yeah, damn that.
Them buggers fighting. And go to, they have nuclear weapons. They ain't trying to bring them to the table like they're trying to bring Iran, which then this is all politics.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's something behind, you know what I mean, what's going on. And India is part of BRICS. You know what I mean? Pakistan, I believe, you know what I mean, work with the US.
Yeah.
Because they knew where Osama bin Laden was hiding. The bin know where he was.
He was with them. They sell him out.
Yeah. They're working with America. So who knows if this whole India and Pakistan is just to disrupt the BRICS, just like you have Russia and Ukraine fighting. And now you're paving the way to go in to China and fight China to disrupt that whole order. You know what I mean? Black people need to wake up, because some of these stories here, you'll think, you know what I mean, you not think, but you will know Black people still rocked asleep in America in 2005 we're now, and you don't know America been racist. Yeah, you sleeping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You sleep. You know what I mean? Like a goldfish with your eyes open. You know what I mean?
If I could, Captain, speaking of eyes, when you look at like what you said earlier about Mahatma Gandhi, now, once again, one of the pillars of MLK's nonviolent civil rights thing has been called into question one more time. Now, remember, for all those out there who are students of history, Dr. Martin Luther King said one of his inspirations for the nonviolence movement was Mahatma Gandhi. And he believed that, and he patterned that after him. Now look at what's going on in India now. Are they being nonviolent? Are they saying what Mahatma Gandhi said, an eye for an eye can leave the whole world blind? Or they can see past all that. You see, God is once again, he's hitting the instant replay to remind us of all the errors that we made.
That's right.
And he's using it once again. See, you can't change history, and you can't change the facts. Now, I want somebody Black to say, well, Mahatma Gandhi taught Martin Luther King about nonviolence. They don't care. The Packers, I think it's the Pakistani president of the PM, he said he vowed revenge, and I quote, vowed revenge.
Yeah.
He didn't say peace. He said he vowed revenge. Now, I want to see you philosophical debaters talk about that nonviolence. I want to see you export that to or to the Indian government or the Pakistani. Once again, we in a time of war.
That's it.
What time we in? And knowing the time is a skill. It really is. So
and if I could, what you're bringing out is heavy because the history, like you said on the history, Pakistan got a history of standing up, matching with India. When India first got the nuclear weapons, Pakistan said, we're going to eat dirt or we're going to eat grass or we're going to go hungry, but we're going to get one too. As Pakistan said in the 1960s, in the 68. And basically, they end up getting that nuclear weapon. And then, but they had it. They never really tested it. They didn't test it until India tested theirs. The same time, around the same time India tested theirs, then they tested it. Then Pakistan tested theirs. So Pakistan always been trying to make sure. And they said in the reports about it that China was a part of helping Pakistan get that nuclear weapon because China and India are also enemies, and they fight over the Himalayas. They fight over that region as well. So it's and like you said with the BRICS, it's a whole mess. And it's in Pakistan, not that type of place. Pakistan, not that type of place that's gonna just, not fight, not go to war, and not get down. They've been getting down since they never stopped getting down. That's all they know is to get down. I remember I was listening to a CIA guy one time he was doing a show about his years in the CIA, and he said the worst place on earth, that's literally hell on earth, was Pakistan. That's what he said. Because over there, and he described the mission that he was doing over there with some guys, and they was trying to catch somebody, and they was all holed up and shooting. Everybody was shooting everybody. They didn't give a damn if it was American or who the hell you was. They were shooting at you. So that's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with Pakistan. They not no chumps. You know what I mean? And we should learn a lesson from them. You know what I'm saying? We should learn a lesson that we can't be chumps in this day and age either, because we're gonna get rolled over. We're gonna have to get right with the Lord, get right with our brothers and sisters, and be ready to stand when it's time. That's all.
Well, Cap, if I could too, also too, big up Commander Colonel Yahanna, hardest working man in Israel, giving us a platform to rock out on. Lord Allah, he might jump on tonight. We're gonna see. Stay tuned. But Cap, if I could, like we ain't got to follow them and watch after them, because they have to be like that, because that moon and star they worship, and them monkey gods ain't stopping the missiles. Them elephants ain't putting the body and the tusk up to stop them bullets and missiles that coming through from Pakistan side. So they have to be like that, because their gods is not gods. Their gods are not real. Their gods have no power. Like, they give their gods, they are the ones who is who really is the god there for their people. But their gods are statues and clay and animals, dumb to be moved. So that's how they have to be. And like you saying, we come together and stand with the Lord. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that thing. Like the Lord is going to give us a green light to go through the earth with authority, like how a judge would give a warrant to a raid squad or one of them tactical squads, and when they kick in your door, that judge kicking in your door, not the leader, or not the SWAT leader, not the SWAT commander. But when they kick in your door with them helmets and them big flashlights and them shields, that's that judge kicking in your door. When Christ returns, brother, we gonna get that authority to go through the earth and get this place in order. Not like what these reckless heathens doing with the wars they're fighting and stuff. They're doing that of their own volition, their own motive, their own greediness, their own fear. None of that shit is, on a righteous tip for in any way, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? So it's good that these wars is happening for sure. But we just had to sit back, obey the Lord, and wait until we, now we gonna police the earth. We gonna go in there and raid them. We gonna go in there and get them in order. We gonna read them their rights. Read them, well, not read them their right. They ain't gonna have none, but read them the charges. We gonna bring them before justice and before the judges. And we gonna set this whole world in order because that's what it needs to do. Like imagine anybody. You have the India Pakistan story. Anybody could pull it.
Yeah, I could pull it up, sir.
Because I do believe they're not even fighting in India or Pakistan.
Yeah,
right?
They're fighting over our territory.
They're fighting in, but where are they actually?
Kashmir, I believe.
Kashmir, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they're dropping the missiles in Kashmir, right?
No. They hitting India went and hit some places in Pakistan.
The places where they say the terrorists or terrorists, so-called terrorist locations.
Yeah, in Pakistan. Yeah, because the area, I think India is claiming the area, but Pakistan, but the militants, they say in Pakistan, is trying to, disrupt and, disrupt it, trying to take it, But Pakistan basically saying they know nothing about that. The government in Pakistan, like the men them who they say do it is militants. I don't know the name, can't say the name, but they're trying to show it. That's why I say it's song in fish. It's song like this is to cause some more chaos. And Esau, he prosper in chaos.
It definitely could be. It definitely could be. And okay, just before Kazak started read or Kapash, whoever have it. Also, too, you gotta remember that region was really a damn near British colony or British rule.
Mm-hmm.
The whole India Pakistan thing is because of Britain.
Yeah.
This here could be Britain's way of raising up more money. Remember, Britain broke after Brexit.
Mm-hmm.
All this could be part of that shit. Get them to start battling and see how it could filter back. I don't know, but they have a long history of fighting.
Yeah.
A long history of fighting over nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Over nothing. You know what I mean? Because you want to go whichever one?
I got it, sir. It's right here. Operation Sindoor. India launches strikes on Pakistan as Islamabad vows retaliation. In a major escalation of tensions between the nuclear-armed rivals, India said it attacked 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistani Kashmir on Wednesday, where strikes against it had been planned. Pakistan.
Okay, that's what I want to get clear, because that's what I was confused on. The strikes is in Kashmir
and Pakistan.
And Pakistan. That was the point I was making. Like, they're fighting this war amongst each other and bombing the place that I'm fighting over.
Yeah.
Like,
basically,
I mean, brother, if they don't, this whole world need a battalion of Black and Latino men to just go and set things in order.
Yeah.
That's really what the hell needs to happen.
Yeah.
Is to go and just set things in order. You go sit in that corner right there, unload that gun. Yes, unload it all the way out. Use that magazine, go make a plant pot. Go do something beneficial. Because these heathens don't really have no idea how it is to run the earth and run it justly. Because they abuse their own people.
That's right.
Like, these is not like the Palestinians and Israelis. These are the same goddamn people.
Yep.
Man, go and make some coffee, nigga. You're idle.
Yeah. This need to have to. They need Black people to show them how to cook. You see the food they be, you know what I mean, brother. What they be eating across there, you go and eat whatever they're serving on that street. You better walk with a bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta pay me for that.
That
food. It's a lot. That slop, that pig trough they be serving out of.
Yeah, they need to get put in orders.
Con, you was jumping in?
Oh no, I just wanted to say, like, you brought up about Kashmir. That's definitely a point of contention with this whole thing, and it's gonna spill into the motherlands as well. They even I think India even been training civilians, civil defense drills. You know what I'm saying? Today,
right.
in case of quote unquote hostile attacks. So this thing right here is ramped up, and you got a lot of foreign powers are trying to intervene and trying to dial back what's already happened. I think it was up to 31 people had succumbed to the injuries or fatalities. So this right here is definitely on a global scale is definitely rocking everything now. And of course they don't. Everybody's trying to see how America's going to side with this situation with Trump being the wild card. You know what I'm saying? So this here is definitely, I mean, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. And once again, at the same time, them looking at their leaders as well, failing to act. Some probably wanted to have preemptive strikes. Who knows? But this right here, it has the ability to spill over in the political world as well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a skirmish. This right here can go nuclear, like you're saying. They both got that capability, and you know what I'm saying. If it go there, it's gonna be hell over in that area. You know what I'm saying? All the guys they got, all 600 and some guys they got. Hey, you about to see who. Once again, the Bible said the Lord is gonna famish the gods of the heathen. He said he would do it. So he's going to show everybody who God is real, what God is real. And sadly, unfortunately, with man, he don't understand nothing but death. That's you know what I'm saying? Especially when you in the height of power and luxury and decadence. It's like, okay, you start thinking you God. God is going to show this earth, man, it's only one God. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed. It's like I yield.
Yep. Kazak, was there any morning?
Yeah, Kawakan, sir. It says India attacked Pakistan and Pakistani Kashmir on Wednesday, and Pakistan said it had shot down 5 Indian fighter jets in the worst fighting in more than 2 decades between the nuclear-armed enemies. India said it struck 9 Pakistani terrorist infrastructure sites, some of them linked to an attack by Islamist militants on Hindu tourists that killed 26 people in Indian Kashmir last month. Islamabad said 6 Pakistani locations were targeted and that none of them were militant camps. At least 26 civilians were killed and 46 injured, a Pakistan military spokesperson said. Indian forces attacked the headquarters of Islamist militant groups Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, an Indian defense told Reuters.
Because I feel like you went to a class to learn to say them names, Zach. You probably was practicing before the show. I'd just call them Punjabi 1 and Punjabi 2. That's it. Punjabi 1 and Punjabi 2.
That's what it is, Cap.
You get the syllables of them names, Zach.
You know what's so wild too? Like Pakistan is if not one of the poorest nations across there, and they have military equipment to shoot down jets. Somebody working for somebody.
Britain, man.
Yeah,
like Britain have a big history with them, and in that whole area, and making deals with one similar to like what France did with Belgium. Right, making deals with one, front door and back door deals with the other one. Like Britain really is the reason they split that whole region, Pakistan and India.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, Britain is that whole reason with it, where they wanted one side more than the other, and made deals with them to even come into England. So money and trade is going back and forth with them. You know what I mean? So this whole thing could just be for sure Britain setting up to make another play for territory. Because right now that's what powers had to be. The powers is looking to secure, the those areas that they had control over.
Yeah, you're right, sir. You're right. You're right about that.
We're trying to do the
Yeah, Sham Shakta.
Yeah, from Shabda. What's going on, boy?
Shabda.
So they're definitely trying to secure location. So we'll see, because I think one of them, I forget which ambassador. One of their ambassadors is already calling for Trump to help. They say we're waiting to see the world response, especially America. They say they need somebody to come and stop this from spiraling into a whole war. Right now it's tit for tat, but they want somebody to come step in and stop it before it goes into a full world war. Trump ain't gonna save you, man. You need to call on the most power. Like imagine Yahanna send some captains and officers over there and put you all to work. You're all too lazy over there. You got too much time on your hands. And put you to work. Make you braid all the grass in the fields. Just go through and make one long braid. One long cornrow. You cornrow the whole field. You got too much time on your hands.
Salagi kept
fighting. Go ahead, please.
It's Salagi too. Just like like I said, just like an Israelite parent. When the siblings is fighting, it's like the parent find all the things that you're not doing and what you should be doing. And I can go to India right now.
Yep.
The first order of business, if I get rulership over that territory, y'all gonna clean out that damn Ganges River. Right? That's what you're gonna do. That's the first order of business. You are going to clean that damn river. That is no way in the world that river has the level of fecal matter that it has.
Right.
Nah.
Everybody get a bucket. Everybody get a bucket. Put the damn guns down. Put the missiles down. Go get a bucket. Be a Rakesh, go get a broom.
That's right.
Go to work. Go to work.
So that'll close that rock temple down too.
And the priests would take a shower, put their arms down, go get a shower.
Right. that one man all the way up like this right here, like he starts your liberty. I don't know what
So like,
go ahead, God.
What is that word? I'm seeing Operation Sindor. What does Sindor mean? I mean, like I'm looking at that piqued my my interest right there. Sindor, Operation Sindor. I guess that's what they called it, right? The operation.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like, if I may,
go ahead.
Sindor is a red powder. Like it's also known as vermilion. It's a red powder that Hindu women wear when they married. That's the material.
That's the red dot.
Yeah.
Okay, the red dot. Look, I got news, boy. Hey, boy, this is poetic, boy. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, man, boy, it's about to get real. It's about to get real unbridled in this earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But these kingdoms, the Lord about to strip them bare, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that something? But Operation Sindor, and it has to do with marriage, but it's war. That's crazy.
Kahan, it's not. It ain't got to do with the marriage. I'm gonna go one. Okay, so let me see. Who is calling it Sindor? India, right? India strike first.
Yeah, India calling it that.
Right? They calling it Sindor. They're saying the Indian government choice of the name Operation Sindor signal its intention to avenge the widowed women from whatever attack they that happened before, right? On social media, the Indian army announced the strikes with a stark image that included a jar of spilled Sindor, which resembles splattered blood, right? So that red powder is supposed to resemble blood.
Oh, okay.
But the red dot on the forehead is period blood from one of the gods. That's what it is. Like they have a whole festival. I forget the name of the damn festival where they go and they worship one of Krishna's outside woman or Shiva's outside woman. I forget her name. And she supposedly was on her menstrual the night when Shiva wanted her. And that's how they end up splitting up. And one of the sects of the Hindus, they worship this female deity, and all around the temples is this woman squatting in a position, and they from the inside they leak this red powder down, this red liquid down from between her leg, and they all pass and they swipe it and rub it on their forehead. You all might think I'm lying. You all out there in TV cap tripping, you talking a ton of shit. I listen. I got grapes, but it ain't wine. I'm trying to tell you, the red dot on the East Indian forehead is supposed to be menstrual blood for whatever god it is. Let me see if I could find the name of the god. So it's blood all the way around. You know what I mean? It's really Operation Sindor. Like, we gonna make you bloody hell, bloody. You know what I mean?
That's heavy.
That's what the red dot is.
You know what's so crazy? Like, when they go to war, they in a way they pay homage to their gods. They got them tied in. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? Which is so heavy about it, because it's okay. They gonna make it a religious. It can turn into a religious war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing over fighting over land, and then I think with the Pakistanis, they Islam, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can easily have, you know what I'm saying? How can I? I'm not going to even say a crusade, but in a way, they're tying their gods to the war.
Yeah.
So it's gonna suck everybody in that believe in that God. You know what I'm saying? That's so heavy about these nations, these heathens. They getting ready. You know what I'm saying? They ain't saying, okay, this just over land. They gonna ramp it up more. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, if you a true believer, you need to take up arms and so forth. It's gonna get crazy, man. That's heavy, Cap.
So, like I said, is it Ross Leela?
I'm trying to look it up. No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it might be. It might be. But I'm trying to find the video. They have the video showing it. They say this is I think outside of Hajj, this is the largest pilgrimage in the world to this temple.
Yeah, I remember.
It's
Yeah,
that big.
Yeah.
It's that big. I'm trying to find the video now to show you, and they show you them all going up to this Hindu god, the little temple, and they have her open her legs right there, and the blood is coming through the thing. Of course, it's fake blood, but initially it was thought to be real.
And if I could jump on what Captain Kahan was saying, what you saying about how these heathen nations are try to use certain signals to their people to try to involve them in the war or push the war on them or enlist them. You know, it's similar to what America doing with some of the social engineering with the 100 men versus the guerrilla, because now they doing this. Now they pushing it. What if it's 100 men from America versus 100 men from UK? Who would win that fight? And so a lot of that has to do with social engineering to get people in the mind of, well, if we did fight the guerrilla and some people had to die just to go out there, already putting that thought in their head, because that's how war is. That sometimes men just go out there and they know they might not make it. So a lot of that has to do with social engineering, what they're doing, you know, making it a religious thing. It's the Operation, you know, Jesus Christ, Operation Faith, Operation Freedom, you know. So these nations is promoting that stuff to get it on.
Yeah, man.
Cop is Kamakia. I think it's Kamakia.
Let me see that. The Kamakia Temple. Let me see if that's the festival. Hold on. I'm gonna find it before the end of the show and show it to you. The amount of people that has get down there, brother, and they all go down and they put their hand between the statue leg and wipe the blood and put it on the forehead. You're seeing them doing it. Like modern day, you look it up, they'll say, well, it's not directly tied to the menstrual cycle. Bullshit. That's what it's really tied to. Because they're westernized now. You know, when they're in their culture in the East, they'll more openly hold on to their culture because it's just them. But because of the Western world and media and different and mostly our culture of being clean, they'll try to say it's something else, and it's not that. But brother, they say this is the biggest pilgrimage, I think, after Hajj. And they're going down and wiping in between and doing this right here. You know what I mean? So what I want to know, if you can't make it, what are you doing? Where you getting the blood from? If you stuck home. You know what I mean? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna pull it back in after. I don't want to hold up the show. But there's a whole explanation of the thing.
Check the private chat, Salaki.
No sweat. Let me see. Let me see if there's it.
And there are two names that have a different name for it too. Some forget the other name to say.
Oh yeah, there's a come on. Nah, right there. I forget now. I forget now. I think it's deadly with this damn with this videos too. All right, y'all can see it. Is it showing up? No, not yet.
Nah.
Y'all don't want to see it. Trust me. Right. Nasty.
Oh boy. Yeah. Kids gotta be sleeping, man.
Was it Rastafari? Rastafari then?
Yeah.
That's the Rastafari right there. Holy Emmanuel I. Yes.
The country. One city situated in India's northeast state of Assam. It is primarily the festival of the menstruation of the goddess of reproduction and fertility.
You see what I'm saying? So when you Google now and they say the red dot don't have to do with menstruation, that's them trying to clean the shit up. So you continue dunking.
Yeah.
But you up in there giving me the dunking, I don't want nothing from it. Not even nothing. Damn Dunkin' Donut. The whole festival is fertility. And they're so backwards. Fertility, but you honoring when she passed the egg.
Right.
She ain't fertile no more at that point, at least temporarily.
Right.
You can't breed her at that point. So lucky.
The festival falls during the month of Ahar, according to the Assamese calendar. Celebrated during the monsoon season, when the mighty Brahmaputra river is in full spate, the fair commemorates the yearly menstrual cycle of the presiding goddess of the temple, Devi Kamakhya. The festival is based on the belief that during this time, goddess Kamakhya goes through her annual cycle of menstruation. There is no idol of the presiding deity, but she is worshipped in the form of a yoni-like stone that resembles the female genitalia. A natural spring flows over this stone.
They just worship the box. They make a stone that look like a box and worship the box. Like this is who Trump is about to go help. This is who they're gonna have United Nations meetings for, and they're gonna be living right next to you after they rescue some of them and give them asylum. But meanwhile, Issachar Wright had to go in a cage.
Right.
Meanwhile, Zebulon Knight, he had to go in the most dangerous prison in the world.
We in all we poverty we in we don't behave like this at all.
Nah.
You understand what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, and I always say to you know what I mean, I had to bring that point back up to in that if the oppressor leave us alone, brother, we'll be, you know what I mean, we'll surpass all these other nations. You know what I mean, quick. You understand? We'll surpass them because you can imagine you looking at that right now. Those are your doctors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The lawyers. You understand? The one who was running for the president, what's his name? Vivek. That's his people. Kamala, that's her people. You understand? And then the vice president wife, that's her people.
Yeah.
You understand? Because these people are allowed to worship, brother, they'll worship a frog. If it don't rain across there, they're marrying two frogs.
Yeah.
You understand? But they are allowed to do this. You understand? But black people, we not allowed to do anything except what the oppressor wants us to do. That's why he's in your music, he's in your schools. He's in when it's in your education. He is in your church. He's in everything that you're doing. If you're alone, and he will not, because you know the day you leave you alone is the day you start to progress.
That's right.
You understand? Cannot leave you alone. You could be on an island like Trinidad, Jamaica, or Guyana. They're not leaving you alone. They are going to find a way to oppress you.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much.
Thousands of pilgrims from all over India, including sadhus or ascetics, householders, agoris, and people from all walks of life, many of whom have come to seek blessings from the goddess.
शरीर भी तो मेरा नहीं है, माता का। ये जो है माँ का जोनी पीठ है। यहाँ माँ को कुछ देने आता, माँ को नहीं देने से माँ कुछ नहीं देता। हम लोग माँ को शांति देने आता है, माँ हम लोग को मंगल के दुआ मांगता है। और वो हम लोग
Powerful rings of sadhus or ascetics and will believed to have psychic powers and can also be seen not performing any rituals, the festival to seek great despair, and while he flew, Italia dropped at this spot. Despair, and while Parvati,
this here is the history of the whole thing. This is all a myth, but basically, I think one of the god had an outside woman. Some shit happened. She fly and her box drop out of the sky or some shit like that.
So
where the temple is where the box land. You brother, I ain't making shit up. This is what it says.
The Hindu god Lord Shiva was in great despair, and while he flew through the skies with her decaying body, a portion of her genitalia dropped at this spot. The area where her genitalia fell got renowned as Kamakhya. Traditionally, devotees attend the festival to seek blessings for fertility and well-being and to get their wishes fulfilled. The blessings of the goddess comes in two forms: Angadak, translating literally into the fluid of the body, symbolized by the water from the spring, and Angavastra, or the cloth covering the body, a piece of the red cloth used to cover the stone during the days of menstruation. Thousands of devotees and tourists throng the temple every year to receive their special blessing. The unique blessing is received in the form of small bits of cloth, supposedly moist with the menstrual fluid of the goddess Kamakhya. The Ambubachi fair is all about the celebration of the menstruation cycle of goddess Kamakhya. In essence, it is the celebration of the fertility of Mother Earth.
Like, if I may, sir.
Yeah, please.
And I'm just going to say, and this is for all of you brothers and sisters out there, Mother's Day is coming up. I don't know if you caught that, everybody caught that last part, how it all tied back to the celebration, really, of Mother Earth. The worship of women or goddess deities, that has always been a heathen custom. That has never been our culture. It's never been our customs. And if you celebrate Mother's Day, whenever the hell it is, I don't know when it is, this Sunday or next Sunday, I don't know. But if you celebrate Mother's Day, you are not honoring your mother. You are doing the exact same thing these nasty people in the video are doing. You understand? You are no different than all the heathens. Every heathen culture has some form of this. The Greeks called it Mother Maya and Gia, and every culture worships the same deities, just repackaged. Israel, the children of Israel, that's not us. That's why the Lord called us holy, to be separate, Kodash, because we don't worship women. The black woman is not God. You understand? The boxes don't fly out the sky. Don't fall out the sky. You understand? I don't know if y'all know that. Boxes don't fall out the sky. You understand? You got to go and work for it to go get it. You understand? That's not our culture. And so just for anybody that's thinking about celebrating Mother's Day, to thinking that's you showing your mother love, showing your mother love is by honoring her, by following the Lord.
That's right.
Or the Lord will just take your mother from you.
That's right. That's right. Listen, because he's so right, because I always think, right? Let's say it's not the month of the monsoon, and there's this young Indian couple, and they're having problems with for a child, and it's not the time to go to the temple. Where he getting the red liquid from to bless himself and his wife?
Good night.
You just think of all these heathens thinking. They're doing that.
Yeah.
Good question.
It's taking the piss and the cow dung, and the Elam did the during COVID, they was bathing in a tub and a vat of cow dung.
Yeah.
Saying the cow dung was a damn near provided them immunity. I'm talking about going down in the dung and coming up and blowing out like like how you would go in a pool, you dive in a pool and you come up and you exhale, brother, and he's exhaling. I'm gonna find the video. I know that in TV land is like this nigga lying. I am not.
Salaki.
Come on,
Now, what you saying? The more you really investigate these gods or these other nations, you're going to start to see how unclean they really are.
Yeah,
and that's why the Lord say there's a script. Can I get that scripture where it say, throw their gods away like a menstrual cloth?
Come on, man.
That's a scripture. Let me see if I can find that scripture. There's a scripture where the Lord said to discard them like a menstrual cloth. And it's so poetic because the Lord knew what they were doing. The Lord is about to make them unclean, really unclean. They're not gonna have to go to the temple to get no blood in a few seconds as this war start to heat up. You understand that? Because you know, able to find that scripture, my brother.
I got it right here, Cap.
Write it down to me, my brother.
Kawakan, sir. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver.
The
And
graven images, these gods are made in graven images. You know what I'm saying? Some this one right here is talking about in silver. Go ahead.
Kawakan. And the ornament of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a menstruous cloth.
As a what?
As a menstruous cloth.
What are them East Indians doing? They serving a god that and they putting the menstrual, quote unquote, the symbolic of the menstrual blood on their head. Like Captain Shock said, they can't get to the temple. They'll just use the real thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
You understand? They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it the real thing. So the Lord said to what they doing, all them graven images, cast it away like it's a menstrual cloth.
That's right.
You think the Lord don't? Once again, this Bible is real, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Because why? Even though that graven image, which is idolatry, that graven image, whether it's gold or silver, cannot save you. It cannot deliver you. You about to see that with them with this war. It can't deliver them. And it can't deliver you. Why? Because it's not real. The Lord say, cast it away as a menstrual cloth. When a woman is on her cycle, that whatever that absorbs that blood, that's a menstrual cloth. He's saying to throw it away like that. And you brothers, you don't want to see that. You want to throw that away.
That's right.
You ain't saving that.
Damn right. You ain't saving that. You ain't keeping that in the house.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence.
You see that? Get away from me.
Right.
That's how the Lord wants you to treat these other gods, man. Get away from him. Get away from me. Why? Because the Lord wants you to be holy. He wants you to be clean. Cleanliness, that is the old saying that cleanliness is next to godliness.
That's right.
You understand? These other nations are not clean. And what define that they're not clean, not just physically, you know what I'm saying? They may wash themselves up and things like that, but they are unclean spiritually as well. Because why? What you worship makes you unclean.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord is trying to show you. You are defiled.
Yep.
You're not holy. So that's what I just want to bring it out, Cap, because this heavy you bringing it out about this God. And the Lord said it's so poetic in the scripture. It's like
you for sure right. And just to segue right there with you on what you were saying about, spiritually unclean and physically. This was them during COVID. Now this is a Reuters video, right? Now in the Hindu community or the East Indians, they believe that the cow is sacred.
Yeah.
In the cow, they have several gods. The god is a cow. The cow is a god. The horns is a god. The tail is a god. The udders, where you get the milk from, that's another god. And the dung is also a god. So during COVID, they said the dung had spiritual power. And brother, this is them sitting down on the ground with buckets of dung, applying spiritual power.
Men in Western India are smearing cow dung all over their arms, head, and entire bodies. In Hinduism, the cow is a sacred symbol of life and earth. And for centuries, Hindus have used cow dung to clean their homes. And in the state of Gujarat, these participants believe that the dung can even ward off COVID-19. Cow dung therapy participant Gautam Manilal Barissa.
Frontline warriors. We see corona warriors, even doctors come here. Their belief is that this therapy improves their immunity and they can go and tend to their patients with no fear.
But doctors say there is no scientific evidence for its effectiveness and that it risks spreading other diseases. Dr. Jad Jayalal is the national president at the Indian Medical Association.
There is no scientific evidence to prove the cow dung can be used as a treatment or
This is
immunity.
ridiculous. Look at
Brother, listen. Listen, I'm gonna go you one more. Hold on. I'm gonna go you one more now. Hold on to your seats, lads. This one here is this one here is a little bit rough.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Of course, it's a parody video. It's a parody video. Meaning, okay, the video is real, but the person is adding the sound.
Okay.
This is what was going on with them in COVID act. They literally made a whole vat of cow dung, and they in there bathing. This one here who's speaking in the back, the oldest one, he takes a dip. You see the priest on the outside trying to push them down into it, saying, "Yeah, it's good for you," and they all go down. They all go under it eventually. You understand? So now, when they go to war, just remember when you start saying pray for India and pray for Pakistan, just remember that's who we talking about.
That's right.
That's who we talking about. That's everything. And when they open them out to talk about us, remember that's who's talking about us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? You have grown men putting this thing on the face and stand up giving an interview. Yeah, you need to be beat. You need a belt.
Right.
You need a belt. You need an old-fashioned Israelite ass whooping.
Yeah. So, Cat, if I could, Cat, what you saying? Speaking of no bullshit, I can't really say what I want to say, but like what you said was so right. When these people come over here and they try to look down on our people, remember, like you said, remember this type of crap. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it can get real graphic. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We can add more to the camp signs if we want, but like the Lord is sparing the embarrassment. But for sure, remember, like Captain Mashak said, remember who these people are when they try to come over here and talk about Black, Latino, Native American Indians. And how they look down on you. Look how and how they try to talk about you uncivilized. Don't ever let these people look at you or try to treat you like you ain't nothing.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because according to these videos, they're full of shit.
That's right. That's Salake for me.
Go ahead.
And you know, this drawing a very valid point as well too, because it had just recent now, and you know, Captain Nata brought out, you know, walking with that bucket, because remember now these people cook, right? And it had just recent a brother, you know, from Jamaica, Billy Man, make a comment on doubles now. And when you look at the background of these people, you know, the statement that he make is like, dog don't eat doubles, right? So it is like the whole East Indian community jump on him now and start to say, oh, you can say that, and they start to say that, oh, I'm not listening to your music no more, you know, you're trying to embarrass whoever, and the whole rampant, and, you know, trying to belittle the brother and tell them to apologize. But watch what you all doing. This is your history. This is who you all are. This is your custom. So now that statement now, again, this is why, again, brothers and sisters should pay attention. And again, to Commander General Yahanna, because with all this truth, we will even identify or understand, the kind of beasts that we live in amongst, and moving around them every day. Oh, when you see this, how you could stomach something eaten from them.
That's right.
Brother, listen. Look at this. This is the last party I'm getting off with. Like, just keep your eye on the one in the center.
I'm on Prime himself too.
Yeah, he getting ready. He getting ready. He doing this for COVID. This is for the safety of the nation, brother. He took a dive into the water and came back up. And this is the COVID. Now listen, the East Indian is doing this, and we were scared of a vaccine. Nigga, give me the needle. I'll do it myself.
That's right.
Give me the needle. I'll
That's
do it
right.
myself. Yeah, you know what I mean? So shit, we don't take enough time with these people here. These fools. Let's get a few more of these stories before our time run out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is Burkina Faso and Russia on there?
I didn't see a story with them. I might.
That's one of the last the things I heard recently, that Russia was saying they're gonna send either support for that Hamad, that Traore cat. If it's not on there, let me see if I could find it in the online. We could definitely move to something else too.
Yeah, you heard about the brother that unalive on the border and they try to cover it up?
No. What happened?
A Hispanic. Apparently one of them officers tried to go get the records from a hospital that the brother was in to try and get rid of the record. You know what I mean? They try to cover it up. You know what I mean? Which was
You have a story on it?
Let's see.
I ain't seen anything late with Russia, with Burkina Faso. Hold on.
No, it's not
gonna be like a week ago. But I was hearing about it because they was trying to unalive that trial. They try about a coup maybe more than 8 times on him already.
Wait, he's a military leader, right?
Yeah. He over the army, the military.
He not just off the street and have some clout. He's like a certified, like a military general or admiral or something.
A captain, I think it's Captain Traore, but he up there. He's
the leader of the country now.
Yeah, they ain't getting him out. They got to do an airstrike if they want to kill him.
Yeah,
like that military power is a lot when dealing with politics. You know what I mean? You could know policies and have the gift of gab, but if you don't have, like Captain Kapash was saying, you don't have 100 men to put down, metaphorically speaking, of course, nobody ain't gonna listen. You're gonna need that military might, and that's what he have. And it seemed like they're tight with him. Like he didn't have no dissension in the ranks.
Yeah.
You know, man. We have any story?
Cap, I don't think we have any story on the trial on Russia. I'm not seeing it in the stories, but I sent you some in the private chat there. I don't know if this, if you could play this.
Okay. I might be able to.
Yeah. And what they're saying too is I mean, I think he was making reference to it earlier on too. Like the Bible, you know what I mean, so real, man. In that the yeah, I'm gonna let it play.
Yeah, I could pause it. I was just pulling it up.
Mm-hmm. No, I was going to say the Bible so real in that the I think it's Psalms 83 when they say the Confederate against the, like all these nations came together. I mean, especially Esau. Esau came together. France, Spain, the British, America, all of them come together and divide up this earth already. Divide it up to the point where they say France have at least 7 of them African nation where they will they make the dollar and they sell back their own minerals to the countries that they're running. And Burkina Faso was one of them. And what they was exporting out of Burkina Faso was a ton of gold. You know what I mean? And then this dude came in now, and now he reversing all of that. He making everything, you know what I mean, Burkina Faso. I think that they were saying that he got rid of all their debts. You understand? Once he came in, get rid of all, you know what I mean, get rid of all of that. And now he is on the part of, you know what I mean, waking up them other African countries to the point where France or whoever, them other Esau's trying to, you know what I mean, get rid of him quick.
Yeah, they're gonna
that there are gonna be some problems on the hand.
Sound like he following after Gaddafi and Assad, you know, to a point. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like, you know, he following after that. They is going to kill him out.
Yeah.
They's definitely gonna put him down if they get a chance to. You know what I mean? Quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's why I say if at this point his men ain't started descent in rank in terms of taking payoffs, you know, to set him up, and then he have a serious unit around him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're using a black general to try and in America to try and come out and speak ill on what they yeah. So they you know what I mean, Esau know, you know what I mean, how to, you know what I mean, go about being, you know what I mean, decisive, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want to get a video then on?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on.
Rodney Scott was in charge of the San Diego sector of Border Patrol when Anastasio was killed, and he directly participated in the cover-up. In the case of Anastasio, Rodney Scott oversaw these teams and their destruction of evidence, and he also personally authorized an administrative subpoena that was used to acquire Anastasio's medical records from the hospital. He knew that he was using an immigration subpoena for a criminal homicide matter that he had no authority to be involved in. It was an investigation of his own agents, and he used this administrative subpoena to acquire evidence or information about Anastasio's medical records in order to mitigate the liability of his agents.
So in other words, they're trying to say he died because he wasn't healthy.
I don't know what they try to say he died from, but they try to cover up the fact that they unalive him.
That's what it seems like that's what she's saying. They're saying they use that immigration subpoena to pull his medical records to make it seem like what the agents did to him wasn't the main or the majority factor. He had underlying conditions. He had health things going on, just like what they did with
George Floyd,
Eric Garner.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he's not a young strong Mexican that could take an ass whooping. He's compromised. So it's his own fault that he's not strong enough to get this ass whooping.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the purpose of the ass whooping is to beat you to death. So if you die from the ass whooping, then they pull your medical records to say you wasn't healthy. You know, you had a bad heart, you had a bad, lung.
Yeah.
You get the point? And
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. It's absolutely is insane how they treat us and how they go to cover up, which is why Christ had to come back quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's stupid for you to be a Mexican or or black or or Hispanic on the whole, and you crying over the Palestinians when your people right across here dying and they're trying to cover it up. You
Yeah.
have kids, in cages, and you crying for them people. Like we've been going through that for years.
Yeah.
Like this is just a scratch at the surface. This is just what come out. Who knows what else they're hiding? How many children are we burying in that desert after they're done, unalive? Families are trying to come that they watched drown in that river. You know what I mean? And there was no media to cover it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But these border control people. And then to be a border control person and you're Mexican or you're Hispanic, you deserve everything coming your way. Everything coming your way from the Lord.
So if I could, Cap, what you're saying is so nuclear, because if you add, you take the border patrol, then on also you have those quote unquote Minutemen at the border. They call themselves Minutemen. That's really vigilantes. If you got the border patrol in there, why are you sitting down there with an RV and a sniper rifle sitting out there on the border? What you doing out there? If the government is taking care of it, so you got people down there who deputize themselves to go down there and say we're gonna stop the border crisis. And Lord, they booby trapping the desert. They booby trapping different things down there across that border. You know what I'm saying? They getting rid of the water sources and all kind of stuff that's going on, man, with our brothers and sisters down there, Latino brothers and sisters, man, that's looking for refuge and a sanctuary from that narco war that's going on, those drug wars going on in their country, man. So it's just it's evil on a whole nother level, man. So I just want to add that point, Cap. So like I yield.
Yep. Where you wanted to continue now, sir? Or we was done with this video, right? I believe so. You unmuted?
That was just on video, but there's so much, I say so much things going on that border that they're not bringing forward. I mean, this is just one of many. You know what I mean?
You heard about them aircrafts, right?
The F-18s?
The one that wearing slippery shoes.
Yeah.
The ones that wearing the slippery shoes. They say two of them planes slide off the damn aircraft carrier in the last week. You know what I mean? Like this place is full. I remember because I was saying a little while ago that the expectation we have of this place is really what keeping this place up, because they really not as tight as they claim to be. You know what I mean? Like the technology, the training. We see now they're blaming the pilot for that plane crash over DC, the helicopter pilot, and how much more was happening after that. And then they're saying these F whatever fighter jets just can't land proper. I think one of them just slid off the damn thing straight into the ocean. The pilot had to eject. You know what I mean? Then you have up there in Newark, New Jersey, the air traffic controllers is a problem with old equipment.
Right.
A lot of the airlines is canceling flights into Jersey because the equipment, one of the quotes is, this is the best equipment from the 1980s. That's what they're still using.
Dang. Oh, man.
One of the quotes are, they say this is the top of the line equipment from the 1980s.
And if I could, a lot of that is extremely true, because why they even still got pilots when you got drones?
Because I'll never buy a ticket with a drone now.
No, I'm talking about the military. I'm talking about the military.
and Swift. Oh, you're talking about the ESO fighter jets.
Yeah, the F-15s, F-13s, all that's outdated because you got drones now.
That's
You
true.
know,
I mean,
they
I'm
around
thinking
with old stuff.
they must have some kind of advantage or preference, I guess. You know what I mean? Some men, listen, it's like some men want to get up in the sky with that thing and all. Some men want to go in that cockpit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Pride.
mean?
That's what it is. It's pride. They don't want
It
them to
could
move
be.
into the drones.
Now, but then again, too, them drones, them Houthis, they say, down in them drones, like, you know what I mean? Once the, you know what I mean, the get over the skies. But them jets, they don't have the technology to hit them jets out of the sky. But them M9 Reapers, them joints getting knocked out the sky. So America fighting a war where they're spending billions of dollars. And these, you know what I mean, they fighting these Houthis who, you know what I mean, who can't even, how to put it.
They're
The
not
time must stop that money that America have. That's why Trump had to make a deal with them. But Trump coming as if he making a deal with them when that was already on the table. Where the Houthis told him, yo, if you all stop firing on us, we'll stop firing on you. Their whole beef is with Israel and what Israel is doing to the people in Gaza. But America put themselves in the mix and they get to realize, yo, we can't, you know what I mean, whatever we throw in their way, you know what I mean, ain't working. Because as soon as they do it, them buggers letting off on the target. And the reason why the plane fall off the what they call them, the aircraft carrier, is because it was trying to evade a rocket that the Houthis and them launch on it. You understand? And they say that joint bank a left, and it was so steep that should just slide off. You lost a plane.
So wait, the rocket was not fired at the plane, but it was fired at the carrier.
Yeah, and the carrier was trying to get away from it. If you see a map with the amount of like what do call it, like military equipment America have there, it's crazy. It's real crazy. And it's only, you know what I mean, it's only a matter of time, really. I think they're going to go to war with Iran. They're going to have to. Because if they allow Iran to get any stronger, then Israel ain't gonna be, you know what I mean, like the hub in the Middle East. They're gonna be that hub. No longer.
That's what the general was saying. The general was saying that right there is damn near like that's what they're gearing up for.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely trying to gear up for that. But boy,
but you can't be the Houthis.
So lock you.
But you'll go fight Iran.
Can I say one thing, Cap? You saying them Houthis? They saying Houthi who right now because look, they getting busy out there right now, and what you saying? That's one of the and this is the crazy part about, like you said, them people out there that's fighting. They already know the deals, the previous deals that been on the table from a previous president.
Yeah.
So they able to compare. They might have said, hold on, Joe Biden promised us this. You ain't, you know, we already, like you said, it's some deals that's already been on the table, but the ink haven't got on the paper yet. They didn't shake hands on.
Right.
So you can't now come to them and try to act like I'm giving you a deal. They already know what they're. Hold on, the last administration was trying to give us this. You're gonna have to sweeten the deal for us to stop firing. So, like you said, and the fallout with Israel was going on with the
Gaza.
Palestinians, Gaza. You know what I'm saying? So this they know that they kind of come in that region and really, because they know they next if they don't fight. So they gotta, in essence, they gotta inherit the beef of another country. You know what I'm saying? Because they got certain political ties and religious ties. So they out there getting it on the sea. You know what I'm saying? But it's one scripture, like you said, Cap. You said something that was heavy. It slipped off the carrier. It made me think of one scripture if I could. Can I get the book of Haggai, chapter 2, and verse 6 and 7? Because the Lord said these types of things was gonna happen, and it's not just happening with the military. It's happening with commercial flight. It's happening with a lot of things on the earth and the sky and the sea. And the Bible right here elaborates this right here in the book of Haggai, chapter 2, verse 6, if I can, Baba Shaw.
Come. The book of Haggai, chapter 2 and verse 6. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens, and the earth, and the sea, and the dry land.
What the Lord is saying. The Lord said He gonna shake things up, man. He gonna shake things up. And when the Lord shake the heavens, it's hard to fly. When He shake the earth, it's hard to stand. You know what I'm saying? He shake the sea, it's hard to navigate. The dry land, all these things, the Lord is shaking these things up. So things are not gonna be in their usual place. And this is what brothers and sisters got to understand. This is why we told you way back, years ago, but especially now, you got to get out of sequence with this earth. Get out of sequence with what these heathens are doing, because the Lord is about to shake things up. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 7. And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come.
See, He gonna shake all these. See what the desires, what they motives are, what they want. He gonna shake all these things up. He's shaking up the Houthis. He's shaking up the Palestinians. He's shaking up the East Indians. He's shaking up the Pakistan. He's shaking up Russia. All these nations are being shaken. And let me tell you something. You will be a fool to think that it won't spill over into America.
Yeah.
You let it get heated up. You think these Indians, it go from 7-Eleven to 9/11. You think these East Indians up in there serving you a slushy won't get busy out here? When they see a Pakistani coming in with that Pakistani pen, they're gonna say it was you. You did this. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's going. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said He gonna shake up all the nations, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, my brother.
Come. And I will fill this house with glory, said the Lord of hosts.
And that's the purpose. The Lord the reason He's shaking these things up, He have to take these things out of their natural order. Why? To fill this house, the house of Israel. He's gonna bring back the form of glory. In verse 8, it talks about the silver and gold that He said is His. These heathens, they put their gods in silver and gold, and then have a menstrual cycle come out of it. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said the reason He doing this, because He wants to fill this house with glory.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This house has been robbed, and He gonna shake everything up, and everything gonna be put back in its proper place. So I yield, sir.
That's right. All right.
God. And if I could double on that.
I think we had I think we had to come together and get a franchise called 9/11. I'm done. 6 of us use 6 ways. 9/11, man. A big plane on the roof.
Oh my goodness, they'll be protesting outside that moment.
God, that's heavy what you're saying, because that's what day is coming to. We go pull Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you." You want to get it?
Yeah.
Amos 5:18.
Come.
Because this scripture right here, like you said, you might as well throw a 9/11 store together with a plane on top, because the day and age we living in, that's the type of day we living in.
That's right.
You got the scripture?
Come, sir.
Go
the
ahead.
Book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
Go ahead.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
And now get verse 19, because the day of the Lord is coming. And it's not what this world thought it was going to be. As you see what's going on in all these nations. Read verse 19.
Come. Verse 19. And as if a man did flee from a lion.
The day's coming where it's like you've been running. You're going to be running from a lion. You're gonna be running from one problem. You was supporting Gaza, you was supporting the Palestinians. Now that's over with. Now you got to run to this next group that you got to support, and you're gonna run to this next group. You running from everything from a lion. Go ahead.
And the bear meet him.
And the bear met him. You want peace. Everybody want the peace. Oh, we're gonna get back peace. America's gonna fix it all, this and that. Then a bear gonna come. Go ahead.
Or went into the house and leaned on his hand on the wall.
Go ahead.
And the serpent bit him.
You done ran from the lion. You know, you ran from that war and tragedy. Now you run into this new war and tragedy. Then you finally get in the house and try to take a break. Like, man, it's too much madness in the world. Then you lean on the wall and then a snake bites you. That's what day and age is coming. So it's going to be a lot of confusion, a lot of confused noise, like the scripture said. And the only light is going to be in the ISUBK. The scripture said the sun going to lose its light, the moon going to lose its light. The only light you're going to have is the truth in the ISUBK if you Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Because it's going to keep proliferating. You know, like Captain Yahanna said, it's shaking up the world. You know, next China going to do something. Everybody was trying to order stuff from China. Now that's shut down. Everything going to be a problem in this place. Yeah, that's it on that, man. It's going to be a problem everywhere.
I'm right.
We need that tariff on the racism. That's the only thing he attacks. He attacks down racism on us. You know what I mean? All right, so where you want to go? U.S. Supreme Court. Let me get number 10. U.S. Supreme Court lets Trump transgender military ban take effect. Get a few more of these before the time run. Makula just posted a video in India. A sewer truck is dumping sewage into a river. And brother, I shit you not, right downstream is a man taking a bath.
Yeah.
Not even maybe 40 feet away, 50 feet away. And he's sitting right there bathing.
That's hell.
Yeah, I'm surprised they still living over there like that. Like they should have been caught every dang disease. They should. Where the plagues at? The Black Plague, the Purple Plague.
And Salaki, if I could, and our women buy their hair those extensions. I know you sisters out here ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but a lot of you import your beauty or your your hair from East Indians. East Indian women, they cut their hair and they sell it in a lot of those stores. They send it over there. Like, man, we got to, once again, the Lord want us to be, man, clean, man. He want us to be clean. He want us to be set apart. Holy mean to be set apart from these other nations, man. So that's crazy, man. That's hell there, Cap. So
they try to call it Brazilian. But them Brazilian women ain't cutting their heads like that. It's the people from India. They got a whole religion to shave their hair, and then they sell it. It ain't Brazilian.
We ain't wanted, whichever it is. We ain't wanted. You know what I mean? So you got it with Trump?
Kawakan, sir. U.S. Salaki, sir. Say it again.
No, go ahead.
Kawakan, sir. U.S. Supreme Court lets Trump's transgender military ban take effect. The U.S. Supreme Court on Tuesday permitted President Donald Trump's administration to implement his ban on transgender people in the military, allowing the armed forces to discharge the thousands of current transgender troops and reject new recruits while legal challenges play out. The court granted the Justice Department's request to lift a federal judge's nationwide order blocking the military from carrying out Trump's prohibition on transgender service members. The Republican president's directive was one of a series of steps he has taken to curb transgender rights. The court's brief order was unsigned, as is typical in emergency matters that come before it. The court has a 6-3 conservative majority. Its 3 liberal justices, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and Ketanji Brown Jackson, publicly dissented from the decision. Seattle-based U.S. District Judge Benjamin Settle earlier found that Trump's order likely violates the U.S. Constitution's Fifth Amendment, right to equal protection under the law. Trump signed an executive order in January after returning to the presidency that reversed a policy implemented under his Democratic predecessor, Joe Biden, that had allowed transgender troops to serve openly in the American Armed Forces. Biden said at the time that America is safer when everyone qualified to serve can do so openly and with pride.
Like that's is the one of the most backwards things I've ever heard. Like because you want more bodies on the ground, you say let everyone who qualified to serve, and who determines the qualification? Like who determines that whole thing? Well, this place is in the shadow of Rome, and this was a Roman custom, fighting with your lover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fighting alongside the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams, if you are man or woman, respectively. You know what I mean?
Salaki, sir.
Please.
Oh, go ahead, Cap. Salaki.
No, you go ahead. I'll come in.
But the water, sir. No, I was going to say, okay, really, too, in spirit, Joe Biden is kind of right. Whereas the time is going to come where everybody is going to be qualified to serve and defend this stupid nation. Like the time is going to come where you got 2 hands. You understand?
Yeah.
You can see. Right. Hold this. This is an M4. You need to hold this, point it that way. Like the time is going to come where all these Hispanic brothers you trying to deport, you're going to have to let them out. All these brothers in prisons, you're going to let these Hispanic and Black brothers that are in prison, you're going to let them out to fight for this nation because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. You are the horde that says, I've never been a widow. You're going to be a widow. Just like them East Indians right now celebrating the Operation Sindor, saying how it's the widows. America, you are going to be Sindor. You're going to have widows. You understand? You're going to be the nation that now sees and feels what we have felt. Everybody's going to be qualified. You should let all of them in. The gays, all the letters, L, G's, B's, T's, Q's, I's, A's, P's. You understand? G's, GD's, BD's. Right. Let them all in because you're going to need them.
The PIMPs.
That's right, PIMPs.
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think one fashion show and half the army going to go and put down the guns at. They're going to have one fashion show. The rest, they're going to just drop their arms. Go ahead, Dan.
No, I'm just going to say too, and I hope, Black people don't have, such, or I should say, I wish Black people didn't have such short memories, right? Because here it is, Donald Trump done sign how many executive order? Countless. You can't keep up with the amount of executive order. How much executive order Barack Obama signed for you, and you claim to put him in office?
Damn right.
Oh, you all forget. Oh, we in UPK, we don't forget. You understand? Remember when we was on that street and you were, trying to get us off that corner because we were telling you, don't vote for Barack Obama. He's one of them. He's not one of us. You understand? And he's not going to help you. When you clearly see all he had to do is had a pen with some ink in it and sign the order.
That's right.
Let the Supreme Court decide. Let them decide. Well, Trump did it. And the Supreme Court sided with him.
Damn right. So lock it, Cap.
A year.
Cap, what you saying is so right. Barack Obama spent a year fighting one thing, healthcare. He spent the whole year on healthcare. What Cap Nathaka is saying is so right. He could have done the same thing. And he would have had the momentum, the racial momentum, If he would have started pushing executive orders, if the Supreme Court blocked it, black people would have been in an uproar.
Yeah.
But they don't look at it like that.
So
Trump
now-
has capitalized on racism.
That's it.
He's capitalized. And he played his hand, speaking of cards, he played his hand. And right now, he has the House, the Senate, the Supreme Court, the military. He's eliminating all his opposition in the press. He's getting rid of the NPR. I mean, well, he's defunding NPR and all the other news stations that they try to give a left wing approach to these stories. So in essence, he's king in everything but name.
Yeah.
Right now, and America knows it. He's weaponized the immigration system with ICE. He's weaponized that. Like, I mean, come on. He's trying to restack the courts. All because of race. The ideology of race. And they want to talk about democratic. It's more autocratic now. And they know it. You know what I'm saying? These political theorists, they know it. So what Captain Narthak is saying, but see, it took this to happen for you niggas to wake up.
That's it.
You was getting mad at the UPK. You hated Commander. You was sending hate mail to Commander General Yahanna, in which we had to respond to. You was leaving hate mail, voicemail, coming to the camp saying we were wrong. Well, now where's your letter of apology to the UPK? Because we hear crickets now from you Negroes.
Listen.
You had so much to say under Barack Obama. We in a post-racial era. Well, now look, what era are we in now? Did it get re-racial? Can we say re-racial? Because you called it a post-racial when Barack Obama got elected. Now you ain't got nothing to say.
Listen.
It's so bad. Let me show you how bad it is with black people. The African American Museum is under attack right now from the Trump administration. And the leader, the person who's in charge of the African American Museum can't be found. He stepped down. He left. The person you put in charge, he fled like a hireling would. The nigga won't even defend history. And he got money for being in charge of the African American Museum. They can't find that nigga. I yield, sir.
He part of the exhibit, Kahan. he on the 5th floor like this.
So like him. It's sad, Cap. It's sad, Cap. They froze that nigga. They got that nigga a time capsule. That nigga that became a time capsule. It's like, let me stop.
Oh, listen, it's rough right now being in the world, being a Christian or a Democrat or both, because the delusion you have to be under to function.
Yeah,
and this is what you're doing it to yourself. Is like you mix it. You cooking your own crack. You go from buying crack before to now you cooking it yourself. Like before with Obama, you was buying into it with everything they gave you.
Yeah.
Now you don't lose Obama, you lose Biden and Kamala Harris. No, you had to medicate yourself just to continue. You had to come up with some feel-good philosophy to continue, or you'll give in to Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got to be a rough time, you know, being a Democrat or a Christian in the world right now. Absolutely rough. You know what I mean? We get a couple more and then we wrap, if you all don't mind.
It's like Cap, you see the one about China shining some laser on the moon or something?
On the moon? Yep. Yeah, let's get that. Hell.
Kawakan, sir.
You know what I mean? I think that's number 13.
Yep, Kawakan. China hits the moon with a laser. First daylight lunar reflection in history stuns scientists and ignites global space race. China has achieved a groundbreaking milestone in space exploration by successfully firing a precision laser across over 80,000 miles to bounce off a satellite orbiting the moon during daylight, showcasing their technological prowess and advancing their ambitious lunar ambitions.
So just so I fully understand, right? The purpose of shining this thing on this laser on the moon is to what? Create some kind of sunlight or something?
It's not saying what's the purpose. Let me
I
see.
think it just said it the last couple lines you read. It says it was some lunar something.
Sir, it says to bounce a satellite orbiting the moon during daylight, showcasing their technological prowess and advancing their ambitious lunar ambitions.
So they're bouncing it off of the moon during the daylight. So once it's daytime there, they're shooting it at the moon and bouncing this laser off the moon.
Off of a satellite that's orbiting the moon.
So it's hitting the satellite, then hitting the moon?
No. It's the way they worded it is they made it seem like it was the moon, but as we reading it, it's a satellite that's orbiting the moon, but they're able to bounce that laser off of that satellite that's orbiting the moon, which is pretty much saying they have the capability to hit the moon if they wanted to.
If they want to. Boy, who knows where the imagination of these heathens will go? Only the Lord. Only the Lord. You know what I mean? Like that's who we the Democrats and the blackety blacks want to convince us that we fit and equipped to compete against in our current state. And you don't understand that without the Lord, we'll never be able to, match these heathens or step to them on any kind of level, because what the Lord has them doing and how far they're going to advance the war and advance the technology and prepare for war. Like we don't think like that.
No.
Who the hell thinking about shooting a laser off the moon? We point the laser at your eye and try to blind you. We point the laser at the car driving or the planes in the sky. Remember when at one time they was doing it with the planes in the sky, pointing the laser up? Like this Moabite, he decided he gonna point the laser at the moon. For what?
So like if I could.
They into war. Go ahead.
That's right. You're saying it's almost like the flex their capability. Like we can hit the moon, we can make this go out. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it seemed like I could be wrong, but it seems like they're trying to flex it is time flexing technological power is also flexing military power. Because they can weaponize a lot of this stuff, man, with this technology, man. So that's what it seemed like to me. I could be wrong though, but that's like you said, what's the purpose of them even trying to show that they can put laser on the moon? You know what I'm saying, and be spot on with that.
Yeah, and reflect it and all that type of shit. I don't know if this is going to turn into weaponry, if it's going to turn into a plan of attack. Like, what is it going to turn into?
If I could,
yeah,
it definitely could come in handy. That's what they've been talking about when it comes to shooting down other countries' satellites. That's where a lot of this type of going through space with all type of EMP devices, other like laser, thermo. They got thermo things. It's about knocking down another country's satellites. Because that's becoming another arena of the warfare. Is that space and satellite and all of that is another arena of warfare now that's opening up. So I guess China's trying to show that we gonna be like Captain Khan said, our technology, we're in that arena and we're strong. You know what I mean? So you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them.
That makes sense what you're saying there. Be able to attack other satellites, bounce up off of one satellite and hit another one. Like the war gonna get sophisticated.
Yeah.
When come all that shit go end.
Also, too, sir.
Yeah.
I just was doing some additional reading of something else. Those ICBMs, those in these supersonic missiles, they're most nations are trying to develop technology to be able to hit these because they're so advanced and fast that really there's missiles that you can't conventionally shoot down. So having this type of developing this type of technology greatly increases their chances of, you know, shooting down any nukes or ICBMs and any type of like attack that's coming towards their nation.
Boy, yeah, they better enjoy the toy cop, because boy, they fitting to realize America don't like competing. They get rid of the competition quick. They hate competing, and we talking to you from experience.
Yeah.
You understand? Black people had their own Black Wall Street where they was interacting with each other all over America. Where they at now? The oppressor, he got rid of it. You think we been trying to separate from him? But the problem is we won't doing it according to the Bible.
That's right.
How we are. You understand? So we know who we're dealing with. We know what he's all about. So now the Lord is raising up these other nations. While he was trying to oppress us, you know what I mean, and suppress us, now these other nations, they're coming up on the technology.
Right.
They have to go fight to keep this earth in check. Mr. You know what I mean? Oppressor. You have to go fight. Because you don't like competition. You like eliminating your competition.
That's right.
Go ahead, go fight. You know what I mean? I yield.
Yeah, that's they flexing. If there's any more, if not, we could probably squeeze in one more and then we wrap.
Come on,
that's about it.
Yeah, that's it on that one, sir.
That's it on that one. Yeah, I mean, brother, we worrying about bills and, you know, staying on the job for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
we worried about finishing probation or some slavery, making it past 6 months. So at least if they decide to fire you, could file for the unemployment. Like that's what our worries are. These fools finding X, and X is the distance to the moon.
Yeah,
they over there, brother, you know, doing amazing shit, while we, the Lord's chosen people, living in hell. So Christ had to come back up. Christ had to come back and
That's right.
set this will in order. We're gonna know who to put where and who could do what, and what, you know, what type of nation this is and how they're gonna really operate. Like you coming up with that technology to shoot a laser onto the moon, brother. I need you to come up with a way to help, you know, poverty and hunger in Central America and South America.
That's right.
Haiti. Go in that scientist lab and you all work that shit out.
That's right.
Talking about lab. I don't know if you see that video I put up there with COVID. Remember Trump was calling it the Chinese I forget how he worded it, but he was saying it came from China. Lo and behold, that ain't the truth. Lo and behold, it came right from North Carolina in one of their labs. You understand?
You're gonna get us flagged for this COVID thing. You know they like to protect the COVID shit.
But I ain't saying it. You know what I mean? The top one of the top oppressors saying it.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they try to cover it up.
You might have to post that one for them to watch at their own discretion. Like, I ain't jamming this channel up at all. I already see the flag. For COVID pandemic. Do you know about the COVID pandemic? you write here a nice paragraph I can then block you for 90 days.
Well, yeah.
Listen, we support the shot. We support the jab. Jab. It's a lot. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get. Hold on. We got the one here with Tren Aragua with the Venezuelan government, number 15. 15 and 16 for real. 16 is a good one too, boy. I feel we had scale down the time and try to get through a lot of these. And look at 15. We can squeeze 15 and 16 in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Go on, sir.
Yeah, man.
Lay again, 15 and 16. Either one first, it doesn't matter.
Khan. U.S. intelligence memo says Venezuelan government does not control Tren de Aragua gang. The U.S. intelligence community says it does not believe in Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro directs Tren de Aragua, a criminal gang that operates in the U.S. In a newly declassified redacted memo. The memo contradicts claims by President Trump, who has accused Maduro of controlling the gang, which Trump says has invaded the U.S. The government has relied on this argument to justify the deportation of alleged gang members under the Alien Enemies Act. The April 7th memo obtained by the Freedom of the Press Foundation on May 5th and shared with NPR shows that the Office of the Director of National Intelligence concluded that while some members of the Maduro regime may tolerate or work with the Tren de Aragua, there's no evidence of widespread organized cooperation. The Maduro regime probably does not have a policy.
Yeah, I mean, like it's crazy to hear how, you know, I mean, black people think too, right? Black people like to tell you, yo, you're living in the past. Well, Trump done went and pulled one of, you know, I mean, one of the laws from what, the 1800s to deport, you know what I mean, Venezuelans.
Yeah.
Try to link them to some gang and say they the enemy. Some enemy act. But you like to say what? You can't live in the past. We have to live in the future now. America is post-racist.
No, they're present racist.
Negro.
They're present racist. They're racist right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all this is the pretense for them to eventually invade Venezuela.
That's
which is what I think them C, what is it, the C5? The big plane that landed in Trinidad. I think one landed yesterday or today, another one.
You serious?
You know? Yep, brother. You gotta see the video of that shit. I shit you not, brother. You have to see the video of that thing. The video of that thing is ridiculous. And that's why I say I had to share it. Like I could see how John said, you know, in the vision, he saw a dragon.
Right.
I could see it. It's clear to me now how he could look at it and think, okay, this is a dragon in the sky. This is a big beast I'm looking at. Yeah, I mean, let me see. Hold on. You'll see it, right?
Go on, sir.
Oh, that's the coming in there.
All right, hold on. It's still far away.
Wow.
Look at the size of this thing. Brother, imagine you seeing this for the first time. You look up in the sky and you seeing this thing for the first time. And I think this is some big thing, some C5 Galaxy plane, they call it. This motherfucker could carry about 10 tanks out. Brother, Maduro better watch himself.
So lock you.
Come on.
Cap, what you saying is so right when you talk about the prophets and what they seen in the vision. Because, like, okay, and this is why I think this is an NPR article. This is why Trump, like he defunded a lot of that these news articles like NPR and so forth, because they obtained this memo. I'm not sure how they obtained it, but you know, a lot of these journalists, they got sources, and they gonna keep their sources confidential. But they obtained this information, and they know some of the communications and the back channels between this government and other countries, and people that's opposition in these other countries. So you trying to say that that you know the Venezuelan government is behind this gang? That's like saying Trump is behind the Hells Angels. Or he behind the mafia. Because you got some organized crime is so powerful. Yeah, it may have government ties or may be linked to the government, but some of them are not. So how can you say, if you look at the MAGA movement, a lot of them they were part of biker movements, man. Some of them was part of the Hells Angels.
Yep. Some
of them part of the I forgot them different ones, the goddamn Mongols and all of them. A lot of them was motorcycle gangs that came down there. Does that mean that the U.S. supports those factions? See, it get real tricky, but they know once again predatorial journalism. You know what I'm saying? You can shape public opinion if you know how to shape a story or control the narrative, or at least make people think you control the narrative. So this right here, like you said, he has to be careful because they'll pick a gang and say, okay, this gang here is supported by the government.
Yeah.
You know, they may have a government official that may help or whatnot, but it don't mean that the government support, because corruption run all the way to the heads of state in every government. So
Right.
Sir.
No, you're right. Like that's damn near what it is, because you remember I think this is they're conducting a military exercise down there. So for them to start to link in this gang with Maduro, they want to get him out so they could control that oil and that gas. Remember, Venezuela was just fighting Guyana over that strip of land that supposedly oil and gas rich. So who knows how many soldiers coming on that plane and tanks and whatever positioning, down here to launch from Trinidad to Venezuela.
Yeah.
Definitely better watch himself. Definitely better get. You know what I mean?
And if I could real quick add in, especially what Captain Kahan was saying and what Captain Mashak was saying is heavy, because at this point, with what Trump is doing with censoring media and calling out media, he's basically trying to make sure he can control the narrative, it can control and say anything he want and make it a fact. Like that was part of the reason why they, there's a saying that says absolute power corrupts absolutely. They've already been corrupt, but there's nobody to check these devils because they ain't even agreeing with the international laws anymore. They done said the international court is a sham, and they pulling out of that. Especially when Israel was breaking every international law they ever wrote. And they just said, don't worry about that. They didn't appear in court. They didn't get, sanctioned. Nothing happened. So at this point in the game, there's nobody who could check nobody right now, unless you're really going to really check them with straight military force.
And that's it.
Oh, God.
No, I was just going to just chime in there and just to say that's the rules of the engagement right now. Military might. Like they know no more politics to play. Everybody on the last Uno card, and have one more draw 4 in the deck, and that's it. That's it. It's military might or nothing right now. So like Kapash, go ahead.
Now go ahead, Cap. Not too. You say you was about to say something.
I was just going to add to what you're saying, right? You all remember Henry Kissinger, right?
Yeah.
He had a quote, right? It's one of his quotes. He says, "It may be dangerous to be America's enemy, but to be America's friend is fatal." You know what I mean?
John. And going into how to, like Captain Mashak said, with the world stage, all international law is over. International law, international code of conduct, moral standard, and even standard that, everybody like a gentleman's agreement, all that don't mean nothing anymore. America is aligning itself to be able to straight go to war with whoever it wants. That's part of the tariff. The whole tariff thing is to play before they come at your door. You know what I'm saying? That's the play. Like, hey, you owe me money. I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm saying, I was paying you, but I ain't gonna pay you no more. And you know what I'm saying? Soon he gonna come take the money. That's where it's coming. That's all this like trying to stop the because part of the problem was all the manufacturing was so outsourced that a country, when it switches into war mode, all those companies turn into companies that build for the war machine. And if you don't have enough of those company infrastructure, then your war machine is going to have a problem.
Right.
And America knows that. That's why we bring all the manufacturing to America. Bring the manufacturing to America. But you notice ain't no manufacturing showed up in America. It's going, and you getting rid of the immigrants, it ain't about to show up. But they want the companies to come to create the infrastructure for the war machine.
Right.
America, the oppressor, like Yahanna said, he's ready to go to war and take over. He want to take over Canada. He roughshot that, take over Greenland, because when them polar ice caps melt, that's a whole new battlefield up north, up in Canada area. That's a whole nother battlefield. When before it was so icy that you couldn't really get through. But soon that's going to be a trade route. That's going to be another Suez Canal situation, all of that. So the oppressor is getting ready for war. The scripture said it's coming. The third world coming quickly. So it's coming.
Trump watching too much movies. I watched the movie Greenland. I see where he get his inspiration from. That nigga watching too much TV. Way too much TV. You know what I mean? You want to get the last? Go ahead.
That's a movie. If you could.
Oh yeah, there's a movie called Greenland. You want to check it out? It's End of Days Everything.
Yeah.
End of Days Everything is called Greenland. Because was he talking about Greenland in his first term?
No.
Yeah. Trump watched that movie and said, that's what we need. I guarantee you that shit. You see, that's what we need right there.
Salagi, what platform is on, Cap? Salagi.
Shit, I think I've seen it on Amazon.
The water, sir.
Amazon or one of them. But you can check it out. It's a whole end of days type of movie, shit falling from the sky, that type of shit. Go check out the whole thing, and you just come up with Greenland all of a sudden for what? They got oil up there or something we missing? He did like this guy here. I mean, I saw the video where the reporter telling him about the guy they are trying to associate with MS-13, and Trump said he had MS-13 on his knuckles. The guy saying it's not MS-13, it's some tattoos that you're all interpreting. Trump is like, it says MS-13, and I'm like, does he really? Did he even see the picture?
Salaki.
Come on now.
It's crazy because that guy, the brother Kilmar, they treating Kilmar like Killmonger.
I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, they like the way they talking about that brother and the brother, and they didn't found evidence saying that he's not a part of them, and they still won't bring the brother back. The brother got a wife. I think he got kids. Like they have to villainize once again. And even after they call it a clerical error in the department, once again, them controlling the narrative, like forget about the deep state. They love to talk about the deep state. It's gonna get deep. It's gonna go all the way to hell. That is where the hell these people are trying. Once again, they have to, which is why they hate the UPK, because we're not bought. We still have a voice, and that voice is the voice of the Lord.
Right.
That's right.
You understand? That's the beautiful thing about the truth. Like all these other people, they got to sway this way and sway this way. Like you said, Cap, they want to, okay, the letters mean this. They don't know what Trump don't even know what the hell he's talking about. He ain't got time. He ain't even looking at it.
He ain't looking at it. Somebody just telling him whatever it is. The dude got pictures on his knuckles. It's pictures. And they interpreting, they interpret, a picture of a star and say the S is the star, and
Lord,
I mean it's ridiculous nonsense, brother. Ridiculous nonsense.
And just to add to, it's almost like, like the Lord tell us don't go get tattoos. And this could be one of the simplest reasons the Lord tell you don't get tattoos, because you have retards like this saying, because it says some of these men have tattoos of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And they're taking it for gang tattoos. You understand? They have tattoos like to remember their loved ones. They're taking that for gang tattoos. They're getting deported off of that. They're like, the Lord know what he was doing when he set us up and give us these laws and tell us to keep separate from them.
It's like, if I could too, sir. What about all the swastika tattoos that you see people wearing in America?
Thank you. That's what I was.
All the Roman numerals that you didn't see I mean, like, don't think we don't know there's white supremacists in this country. What about their tattoos?
Right.
He's
By the
not
way,
going to talk about their tattoos because they voted for him. He knows.
right.
Once again, the base is at the front now with the MAGA movement. That's why like people say, well, tattoo. Hold on, when you talk about criminal organizations, you have a actual Klan chapter in this city.
Right.
Why aren't they sweeping them up, taking them out as a criminal organization? Because they are his supporters.
Yeah.
And everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I mean, forget about it.
That's it.
And
that's it.
And you heard about the young Hispanic brother that they claim was the head of the MS-13 gang that they surveillance and they end up taking down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that should show you, like, you know what I mean? And they're using this as, how to put it, like an excuse to go around, you know what I mean, deporting these brothers. You know what I mean? Not to say I'm supporting, you know what I mean, that type of lifestyle, but at the same time too, you have, as Kahan saying, all these militias out there. You ain't gonna round them up. What the hell you need militias for? You have an army, you have police officers, you have national guards, you have government officials, government people that fully capable of protecting the government. But you have these militias out here, but nobody gonna trouble them. You ain't gonna trouble them. You ain't gonna surveillance them and bring them in.
Cap, if
but
I could.
Surveillance in these the so-called MS-13 young brothers.
Cap,
like
if
they
I could.
bringing all the drugs in. Like they own them. The B. What do they call it? What do you call the plane? That big plane?
The B5 Galaxy.
Yeah, like they have the B5 Galaxy plane. With them boats.
Cap, if I could, the police department have gangs, and they call flying death squads.
Yeah,
with tattoos. That's not finite tattoos, but they evolve where you have to put a notch or a square or a tab or a skull based on kills. So as you kill more, you add to your tattoo. Like how is a brother with a marijuana smiley face, a cross on a skull? How is that? You know what we talking about? What we talking about? And let me just say one segue here before we wrap. You Black and Hispanic and Native Indian women, I want you to get it through your thick heads that you cannot afford to be an emotional wreck anymore. You cannot afford to go on a power trip because your husband says nay when you said yay. Your husband says right when you say left. Now, if that man is kicking you down the stairs, putting you on the street to hoe and bring money back, you know, having you sell drugs or do drugs to get high, beating you up, all that shit, I understand. But if he tells you you can't go outside dressed like that, if he tells you I don't want you hanging out with XYZ, and you use that to call the police on this brother, you are going to pay dearly for it. And I'm going to give you an example. That same Kilmar Abrego, they're talking about bringing him back. Last week, Trump said, you know, I could bring him back if I want to. I could do it. But let's not pretend Kilmar is an upstanding citizen. Don't you know, brother, they went and found where his wife called the police on him and gave the statement that he was going to kill her. And he said he was going to kill her and he smashed her phone. In the statement, it says, he never hit me. I only said that because he was very angry.
Wow.
They played the 911 tape where she called. So it's the same thing Kahan saying. Now they make their clerical error. They don't embarrass the state of Maryland. They embarrass the government. He can't be squeaky clean. He a nigga. So find something.
Right.
Yeah.
Find something. And they go and they play where and now remember his wife was in the press conferences with all the senators. She's on TV and now they're playing her, talking about how he say he gonna kill her and he gonna do this and he gonna beat her and blah blah blah. That phone call you make because of your temporary, dissatisfaction or discomfort could cost you your household and your future, you dumb broad.
That's right.
Stop working for the oppressor and work for your husband, work for your family. The Bible says a wise woman buildeth her house up, but a foolish one teareth it down.
That's right.
Start building your house, man.
That's right.
Building your house, and every house has a foreman. A foreman who lays out the plan for the day. Every construction site got it. So you want to build that house up, you go and you deal with that foreman. And again, you got to start to call the ISUPK for everything. Call the ISUPK for counsel, domestic issues, whatever it is, parent and children issues. Call for it. Because, brother, this sister's 911 call and police report is making its way around the media right now because Kilmer is not, let's not act like Kilmer is an upstanding, guy. That's what Trump said. Because of your 911 call. Now, imagine this is a brother who grew up wherever, living in Maryland. As a black or Latino man, the pulse of the world is very strong. And think about what he had to avoid to hold on to slavery, have a wife, have children, no criminal record.
That's right.
But this phone call is what could sink him. After they done made a mistake. How good you feel now? You could just go take off the whole dress that he don't want you to wear. You could just stop hanging with that slut he don't want you hanging with no more. You could just do that.
Right.
You just do that. She in the police report say how he took her phone and he smashed it. He took her car keys and the phone while he was at work. And she's on the call saying, I don't want to be in the house without a phone. So I took his car keys and that's what started the argument. Now, I ain't 100% saying this is always the case, but I done seen situations with that phone. Anytime a brother attack that phone is because there's something in that phone that he does not like that you're doing. And I'm gonna leave it right there. You could stop doing certain things that compromise your house, man. Like that, I'm listening to this thing and I'm like, boy, this is so shameful.
That's right.
Like they shake the tree until something fall. You know what I mean? They shake it until something fall. Ridiculous. Salaki. Listen, man, it's 12:39. I ain't want to go too much later, Hakim. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Next week we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back around same time. Next week, more stories. If Christ ain't back yet with more war. That's what's on the horizon. War is the future of this place. You know what I mean? So again, big up Commander General Yahanna. Again, big up the usual suspects. Captain 9 o'clock always holding the gun. Right. Yeah, I mean, That's right. As always, Captain Kapash holding things out. Officer Zach as well.
Yeah, right.
Holding the gun and Officer Swap. Yeah, that's right. We'll be back next week. Check out Commander General Yahanna every Monday night, 9 p.m. on this same channel, man. With that, we're going to say shalom, man. We're going to be out. Shalom.
We vibe, we lay, you purple, you gay, you need jazz, lil' fame, I'm on wall, got the same, for wrong. For wrong, DP. For wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time to time, for wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass niggas, man, for wrong. Nigga, your born ass
tell him zip it lip. Then you a dumb ass, scare ass boy, little body bitch. Damn. And I ain't worried about nothing, nigga. Nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know, nigga, don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. Well, you a whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with it damn scritchy with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line, nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, a little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. Big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay. You purple, you gay. You leech ass, lil' fame. I won't walk, not the same. For wrong. For wrong, yeah. For wrong. I tell them, nigga. For wrong. You get your shit together, nigga. For wrong. Work it. I'ma do this shit till I write. You little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot. You little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all the zock. You little body bitch. And I switch nigga on that thought. You little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars. You little body bitch. And I'm so cold like a bond. You little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like that Gabar.